Hi, I'm Linda Matthews, and in this video I'll be showing you how to make your own unique junk journal planners with my easy-to-use junk journal planner templates using Photoshop, Photoshop Elements, or Photopea. This planner template set includes 76 templates that you can mix and match to create your own unique junk journal planners. I've also included a handy PSD file that includes all the templates neatly laid out, so you can use them to quickly create your planners. You can also use these files in Canva Pro, and you can find a link to that tutorial in the description below this video. These files are easy to use, so let's see the many different ways you can make your own junk journal planners in no time at all. Included in the template set is a full set of individual PNG templates, plus a handy PSD file that includes all the templates organized into folders. To get started using the individual PNG templates, make a new document 11 inches wide by 8.5 inches high at 300 dpi. On the main menu, select File, New, and enter the size. This will make a double-sided junk journal page. Use the bucket tool and fill the document with the color white to create a temporary background. Then add the templates to the document to create your planner designs. To add the templates to your document, you can use the menu commands to select, copy and paste. Or simply drag the template out of the frame and onto the document. The templates are sized to fit perfectly within the document on either the left side or the right side, and can be layered one on top of the other above the background layer. Alternatively, you can use the PSD file. This file includes all the templates organized into folders so that you can quickly and easily make planner pages on both the left side and the right side. The files are organized into groups, so in order to use the PSD file, you need to use Photoshop or Photopea or a version of Photoshop Elements that supports grouped layers. All the templates are turned off by default, so all you need to do is click the little eye icon on each layer to reveal the template. The first thing to do is to add a background paper. I'm using a tea-dyed paper. Move the paper to the layer above the bottom layer that says Insert Background Layer Above. This creates a full background. You need to use a background that is light-coloured so that the lines and the text on the planner templates can be easily seen. If you want an even lighter coloured background, you can use the opacity slider to adjust the opacity. You can also create an inset background that allows a border to show around the outer edges. To create an inset background, add a coloured or patterned background paper and move it to the layer above the bottom layer. Turn on the Inset Page background layers by clicking the little eye icon on each of the left and right layers. Then add a light coloured paper to the layer above the Inset Page background layer. Right-click on the paper layer and select Create Clipping Mask. This clips the paper layer to the shape of the layer below, which creates a border around the outer edge. Do this for both the left and right sides. Once the background papers are in place, you can start designing your planner pages. The Daily Planner Pages includes 3 templates. The Daily Planner layout, plus an optional date section if you want to include a date, and also an optional time section if you want to include times. You can design a double-sided page using the same templates, or you can create two completely different designs on each side. For example, a daily planner on one side and a notes page on the other side using one of the line templates. Simply reveal whichever templates you want to use and hide the others. Once you've designed each page, print the page directly from your software program or save the file in JPEG format for printing at a later time. The weekly planner templates include two templates in block format with Sunday and Monday start, two templates in white format with Sunday and Monday start, as well as an optional notes section on the right side, and also a week label on the top right corner. The monthly planner templates include two page formats, a single page and a double page. Included is a set of 12 month headings, January through to December, that can be used with all the monthly planner templates. The single-page layouts include both a 5-week month and a 6-week month, both with Sunday and Monday start. There is also a set of dates. The dates for the 5-week per month layout include 7 blocks of dates that begin with the first of each month on each day of the week. So the first block of dates begins on the first of the month on the first day of the week. The next one starts on the second day of the week, then the third day, and so on. Each date block has 31 days, so if you're designing a month with less dates, simply use the eraser tool or a layer mask to erase the dates you don't want. Just remember to undo the erasures before you save the PSD template file. The date blocks for the 6-week per month layout include 2 templates that begin on the 6th and 7th day. Again, if you're designing a month with less than 31 days, simply use the eraser tool or a layer mask to erase or hide the dates you don't want. Also included with each set of date blocks is a date block background template. With these solid block backgrounds, you will need to reduce the opacity so that the dates are visible. The date backgrounds are set at 100% opacity so that you can change the colour of both the dates and the date blocks in various ways. And I'll show you how to do this shortly. And of course, you can erase any of the date backgrounds that are not required. The double-page monthly layouts include a layout for a 5-week month and a 6-week month, both with Sunday and Monday start, and an optional lined notes section. Similar to the single-page monthly layout, there is also a set of dates for the double-page layouts. There is one set for the left side and one set for the right side. The dates for the 5-week per month layout include 7 blocks of dates that begin with the first of each month on the first day of the week. So, for the first template, the first of the month begins on the first day of the week. On the second template, the first day of the month begins on the second day of the week, and so on. Each date block has 31 days, so if you're designing a month with less dates, simply use the eraser tool or a layer mask to erase or hide the dates you don't want. Also included is an optional date background template. As with the single monthly layouts, you can reduce the opacity of the backgrounds so that the dates become visible. The date blocks for the 6-week per month layout include 2 templates that begin on the 6th and the 7th day, together with a set of date background templates. The Year Overview templates includes one block-style layout so that you can insert notes about the year ahead. Also included is an optional year heading on the top right that you can use if you want to include the year. There is also a set of line templates with lines, grid, and dots that you can use to make note pages or journal pages. Finally, there is a set of border templates that you can use if you'd like to add a vintage style border. There's a double page border for a full-size page, and there's also a single page border for the inset background pages. You can easily change the color of any of the templates using a color adjustment layer. To add a color adjustment layer, select the layer that you want to change color, click the adjustment layer icon at the top of the panel, and select Solid Color. Click OK to close the dialog box. Right-click on the adjustment layer and select Create Clipping Mask. You can see that the adjustment is now clipped to the layer below. To change the color, double-click on the adjustment layer and open the Color Picker box. You can select a color from one of the colors on the background image using the Color Picker, or you can move the picker around the color box and choose a different color. Once you've selected your color, close the dialog box. You can add a solid color adjustment layer to any of the templates. You can change the color of the monthly dates and the date backgrounds in the same way. These planner templates can also be used with any other of my junk journal templates. When using border templates, you can resize the planner template slightly smaller to fit inside the border. And you can use a layer mask to hide any unwanted areas on the border. To add a layer mask, select the layer, then click the layer mask icon at the top of the panel. Select the brush tool, the color black, and a soft round brush. Reduce the opacity of the brush so that the edges blend into the background, and then brush over the areas that you want to hide. There are so many different ways to design a junk journal planner using these templates. You could design a planner to include a full year's worth of pages, or you could keep it simple by designing a series of monthly planners using the weekly or daily templates. I'm designing a set of monthly planners that include a yearly overview, a monthly planner, and a weekly planner. To get started, you first need to design the planner layout. Because I'm designing for a junk journal with a double-page spread, the easiest way I've found to know how the pages go together is to first make a booklet mock-up using a sheet of copy paper. To make a booklet mock-up, fold and tear a sheet of copy paper into 12 sections. Then stack the pages together and fold down the middle to make a small booklet. Write on each page the page number and what planner section you want to display on that page. For my monthly planners, I want a cover on the first and last page, a blank page on page 2 so I can include a large pocket to keep receipts and other bits of paperwork throughout the month, and opposite the blank page on page 3, a yearly overview, which is a handy way to keep track of the main events throughout the year. On page 4, the left side of a double monthly layout, and on page 5, the right side of a double monthly layout. On page 6, a weekly layout, and opposite on page 7, a lined page so I can make notes throughout the week. The same layout for pages 8 and 9, 10 and 11, 12 and 13, 14 and 15. Which gives me a layout of 5 weeks per month. When you open out the pages, you can clearly see how you need to design the double page layouts. Page 1 on the right side and page 16 on the left is the front and back cover. Page 2 on the left side is a blank page, and opposite that you need to design page 15 on the right side, so that after you print and fold the pages, they assemble in correct order. Page 3 on the right side, page 14 on the left side. You can see when the page is folded, page 3 is opposite page 2 and page 14 is opposite page 15, and so on with the other pages. To make the covers, I'm using a page from the latest Printable Junk Journal Club kit called the Whispering Wilds. And I'm going to add one of my junk journal border templates. To hide some of the edges inside the border template, add a layer mask and use a soft brush with a reduced opacity to brush away some of the inside border. When the page is designed, you can print directly from your software program or save the file in JPEG format for easy printing at a later time. To design the remaining pages, you can use the PSD template file to quickly design and save the pages, or you can use the individual templates if you prefer to save the page files in PSD format for repeated use. I'm using the PSD template file to design the remaining pages. I'm going to use the same border template throughout, so I'm just going to drag the border with the mask from the cover file to the top of the PSD template file, and then I'm adding a tea-dyed paper to use for the background. Page 2 is a blank page on the left, and page 15 on the right is lined, so I'm selecting the lined template to add to the right side. I'm also adding a colour adjustment layer to change the colour of the lines to a dark brown. Click the adjustment layer icon and select Colour Adjustment. Close the dialog box, right-click on the layer and select Create Clipping Mask. Double-click on the adjustment layer, then select the colour. The next page is made up of page 14, the weekly planner, on the left side, and page 3, the year overview, on the right side. I'm going to use the same colour adjustment layer. To copy the adjustment layer, hold down the Control or Command key on your keyboard and drag a copy of the adjustment layer to the layer above. Right-click and select Create Clipping Mask. Do this for every layer where you want to adjust the colour. The next page is made up of page 4, the monthly planner, on the left side, and page 13, a lined page, on the right side. The next page is made up of page 12, the weekly planner, on the left side, and page 5, the monthly planner, on the right side. The next 3 pages are all the same, the weekly planner on the left side and a lined page on the right side. To assemble the planner, fold each of the pages in half and press with the bone folder. Using a bookbinding awl or a large embroidery needle, make 3 holes along the centrefold, one at the top and bottom about 1 inch in from the edge, and one in the middle. Thread a piece of ribbon through a large embroidery needle and sew the pages together. Finish by tying a bow on the outside. You can further embellish your junk journal planner similar to the way that you embellish the pages of your junk journals. As well as the printables included with the Whispering Wilds junk journal kit, I've also used this large expandable pocket template to make a pocket for my planner to collect receipts and other papers during the month. I've also used this monthly tabs template to make tabs for the planner. And these lined journal cards are made using the Line Overlays junk journal template.